Welcome to Zentangle Project Pack number 21. This is the introduction. My name is Rick.
Hi, I'm Maria.
And I am Molly.
The three of us, the three
Yeah.
musketeers.
Yes.
And this is a really exciting one, and
say
we're
that
going
every
to.
time.
Yeah, but
We say
it
that
is every
I
time.
love that. It's exciting for us.
Yeah, and we hope it's as exciting for you as it is for us. And as you can tell, we've got a lot of things here. And Molly, tell us about how this all came together.
Well, I think it's working out quite well because when we originally started the research and development on this, it was not summer, but it is finally summer and it's hot and things are in bloom and things are growing
Green.
wild.
Everything
and
is so
crazy.
green.
And the colors are alive. So the timing was just right for this, I think. This project pack was originally developed as a project pack that's theme would be somewhere in it about the tangle genus we call organic tangles. And we have been diving into different tangle genuses over the last couple of project packs, and it's been really fun. And organic tangles are tangles that grow and morph and fill a space much like a plant might. So you would see organic tangles can be curvy and wild, and they grow in all unexpected ways. But when we thought about how we wanted to do a project pack that was about organic tangles, we of course wanted to think a little bit outside the box. Mm-hmm. So I sat down with my mom and Rick and everybody, and we started researching different things, and we came upon some books we were looking at, and we started to get really inspired by botanical illustrations and gardens.
Classic botanical illustrations.
And my mom so happens to have a huge library
of these books.
Yes, lots of them, which is great. And so we decided, how fun would it be to become not only botanists, but also inventors, and most importantly, artists, and use our Zentangle language to create our own tangled species. And that's really what this project pack is about. It's taking inspiration from these historical images and sort of creating our own fantastical worlds. And I think that's what's so great about Zentangle is we're not trying to replicate something that already exists. We're sort of getting lost in this world that maybe nobody's ever seen before, and taking these unbelievable journeys to planets unknown and growing species that only we can grow. And we had a lot of fun with it, and we invite you to join us on an 8-lesson journey of creating these tangles of botanical nature.
And I think it's a really cool thing that my dad gave you this book,
oh my God, is
right?
that the best story? Yeah.
So this was like my dad's field guide to wild flowers. And was it before Mom and I were together?
I don't know. Rick's dad is probably on my list of favorite people in the world. He was such an amazing, inspiring,
curious man.
Yeah. And he was an old man when I was
in his
even
90s.
when I knew him, and he would go on these amazing walks and come visit my studio, and we would have these beautiful talks about curiosities in the world. And one day he gave me this book, and it's Zentangle Green, and it was one of the books we looked at when we were trying to figure out how we were going to approach this very cool thematic process here.
So we've got lots of books and lots of ideas, but let's look at what's in
Let's look at
this
our project
box.
pack. Yeah.
All
okay.
right.
Let's move these books aside.
Okay, so here we go. Bear with us here, folks. So Molly, let's see what's in the box.
Let's do it, guys. I am very excited. I get excited every time, but really, this is very exciting. So these are actually some new boxes. We're always tweaking and changing them a little bit here and there as we go along, but we are excited to, with this project pack, we have our tools in these very cool little cotton pouches, which is very exciting.
Those will come in handy for a lot of different things.
I know, right? Well, they're so great when you're throwing a couple pens in your bag, which is great. So I'm going to start with the paper here. So we have a couple of things. we have...
Somebody wrapped those up very carefully.
With love.
Right. Oh, so much love. So we have a piece of string in here. You definitely are going to need that. So just make sure you put that in a special place. There's a cool label here, and that is going to be explained later as well. So all these ingredients you must keep and set those aside. This may look like nothing to you, but it's actually a piece of adhesive, and so you also want to keep that. Those are all for at the end of our series. Here we have our templates that we're going to be working on. There's a whole bunch of them.
So these templates are really, really cool because I think you and Mom put a lot of time, you and Maria put a lot of time into this and designing it, and really inspired by a lot of those books that we went through.
Oh, for sure, Ricky. And it was really fun. And I remember, like, from the first iteration to the last, so much changed. And I think one of the things we do when we're working on these projects is there is like this removal process. It's like in the first iteration, we put every idea possible on there, and then we slowly are like kind of chiseling away at what's necessary, the simplifying. And one of the things we try really hard to do when we're creating pieces for our Zentangle collection is that we want to make sure that in the end, you, the artist, is the feature. You're the one that that your work is really what shines through. So the other parts of it that we put it there are just kind of like is structure. It's really just structure, and we want to make sure that it's your tangled work that gets put on the pedestal. And then there's also a piece of chipboard here too, and you're going to want to keep that. So all of the things inside of the project pack are necessary for the project, so make sure you hang on to all of those.
And everything that was outside the project pack, right?
Exactly. I was just going to get to that, Ricky. So one thing that we want to make sure that you all do is hang on to this envelope, and don't, I wouldn't write on it or try to do anything to it. Just keep it aside, and we're going to be using that again.
Keep it clean. No sketches on it.
Yeah. Listen to her.
Notes. I know.
Of all the
But
people
after
that
it's all
should
done,
say, right.
you can add your things.
So we'll be using, one template at a time, but make sure you hang on to all of those components. So put those aside.
And I think you have extra templates in there. Is that
There
right?
are extras.
Yes.
Yep. We try to make sure that there's way more than you need for each one of the lessons. And then this is a great collection of tools, which is really exciting.
General Pencil. We love these people.
And I think everybody has the same colors in this one, right?
This one is, sometimes we do kind of play around with that and have people get different colors, but this one we stuck with all the same.
And lots of tortillas.
I know, it's because of all the pencils. So for materials here, we have our tried and true Micron Black 01, which is basically the
flagship pen.
Yeah, it is really the pen that we always come back with, and you do go through them, so it's always good to have a new one, and we'll be using that a lot. And then we have two jelly rolls, and the jelly roll colors are really getting more complex and nuanced.
And these are all from Sakura, right?
Sakura, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, these are jelly rolls. Original maker of the jelly roll ink, or gel ink. And these are 06, which is a little more fine point, and these colors are great. And this one actually is a little bit more of a rusty brown color than you see it on the pen. And then this one, this nice goldy ochre color. Very fun for gel ink, and I think they really go with this sort of like antique-y, older look that we're playing with. And then we did this sort of primary color thing here to see what kind of colors you can make when they're combined. So that was sort of the vision with these ones. That
I get it.
Yeah, you just...
That's how I ended up with green, so on mine, yeah, I get it.
So we didn't want to do just green by itself. We also wanted to add in these colors so that you could play around with all the different types of greens, and then also maybe some other inventive, cool colors. So how we can combine those, which is fun. Those are pastel chalk pencils from General Pencil. A white charcoal, we always play around with those, and then a graphite pencil, and then of course all the tortillons that you might need along the way, maybe an extra, so that you can have some fun with those materials. So
Awesome. Well, let's get started, and we've got some great, great things, and it's all going to come together in
Oh
a
my
wonderful way, and we'll tie it all together.
we will all tie it all
I
together.
can't wait to see what people do because they're always take it to another level
Yes.
that we hadn't thought of.
So it's going to be exciting. I just wanted to send our congratulations to our team member that isn't here right now because she's on maternity leave. So there'll be no lessons from Julie
That's
now.
right. Congratulations, Julie.
Yeah, and then Mom also will be with us only in voice because she's nursing a pinched nerve in her arm. So unfortunately, she wasn't in the lessons for this one, but she'll be back with the
But
next
we've got
one.
a few samples at the end that she did.
Well,
Yes.
that I did before I screwed up my
Yeah.
hand, right? Yeah.
So, but she was nice enough to sit with us while we
Yeah.
did all these videos.
Oh, I was dying to do it. Are you kidding? This was my life.
Yeah.
You know.
So anyway, we're here and we're happy and we're so excited to
Right.
get going and
Let's get started.
Okay.
see you soon.
See you later.
Bye now.